Hello and welcome back to another episode of CareTalk by CVT. My name is Ron Balliser. I'm the Manager of Marketing and Communications for California's Value Trust. So in one of our previous episodes, we talked about CVT's new program called Smart Care. Let's face it, healthcare is getting more expensive, and that's one of the reasons that CVT came up with the Smart Care program. Essentially what it is a toolkit of different resources that are all designed to save you money, be convenient to use, and in some cases, even put money back in your pockets through incentives. Today, we're here to talk about one of those programs. It's called SimpleTherapy. And to explain it to us is Jeremy Oswald, who is the president of SimpleTherapy. Welcome to the pod.
Thank you very much. It's great to be here.
So let's take it from the top. What is SimpleTherapy?
SimpleTherapy is essentially a technology-enabled musculoskeletal and behavioral health platform delivery company. So we provide a variety of different services utilizing technology, but essentially all around musculoskeletal health and even in some cases behavioral health care, where we can offer digital self-guided programs, virtual telehealth options, as well as in-person network and benefit administration for those services.
How does it work, Jeremy?
How does it work? Well, it depends on which service line any of our employers utilize us for. But essentially, when we talk about the virtual musculoskeletal platform, it's really simple. People just go online, they can click and download our app, and then they just go through a variety of different onboarding steps to understand exactly why you're visiting us, what your pain level is, that type of thing.
Is it kind of like physical therapy?
It is. It's really intended to resolve any sort of or address any sort of pain that you may have, a variety of joints, anything musculoskeletal pain related. So think anything bones, joints, muscles, that type of thing. And so essentially that's what it's there for.
Is it a service that you have to access through a referral from a doctor?
No, it's actually self-refer. So if you have pain, you can simply download the app, log in, go through the onboarding process, and you'll be either enrolled in a pain management program right away. It could be a prevention program, or you can be talking with a physical therapist right away.
Do you have any real-life examples of folks who have benefited from the program?
Absolutely. The program works really well for people who have chronic pain, where they often have to go visit a PT or a chiropractor to feel better. We provide access to physical therapists and different providers through our app, so you can do different exercise therapy from the comfort of your own home.
What's the cost?
The cost is $0 for members. So no cost share in any way. No deductible, no co-payment, no member responsibility.
Fantastic. So Jeremy, tell me about why SimpleTherapy was created.
So specifically, the virtual musculoskeletal platform was created out of a need that a few orthopedic surgeons saw, where they had members coming to them and saying, "Doctor, I need a surgery," or "Doc, I need this medication." And they were sitting there thinking, if you would just complete your physical therapy, your exercise therapy, you could avoid so many other more invasive modalities and interventions. And so they, along with one of our other colleagues, set out to build a platform that replicated a clinical setting for a physical therapist's office. Because what they found was that there's a very high percentage of people who didn't actually use their physical therapy prescriptions. And they didn't do it for a variety of reasons. A lot of people didn't have time to take off work, drive to their physical therapist's office, take an hour of a visit, and then drive back. Particularly for rural people, even to prepare for surgery or recover from surgery. And so they set out to build this platform that really replicated a clinical setting. So evidence-based, intending to address any types of pain that those patients may be experiencing.
And they can do it from the comfort of their own home at a more convenient time for them.
That's right. People can do it from wherever they are. We have people that travel and it's all on your mobile device, whether it's an Android or a Kindle or even an iPhone or an iPad, and people can travel with it and do their exercise therapy from wherever they are.
Is there somebody who's correcting their form?
Yeah, absolutely. So the platform itself consists of several different components. One, it's available 24/7 on any mobile device. Two, it's got different exercise therapy programs. So for 18 different body parts, head to toe, chronic or acute pain. And so you can enroll in a pain management program if you have pain, and then you onboard into the program. If you are high risk for musculoskeletal issues, for instance, maybe you've had a fall recently, maybe you had a surgery in the past, we're going to require that you meet with a physical therapist first. If you're low to medium risk, you can just jump right in and begin your exercise therapy sessions. You will be paired with at least a health coach and a PT, and that is simply to make sure they're monitoring you throughout your journey. So if you identify that one exercise is painful for you, a PT will intervene, talk to you about it, better understand your condition. They'll also monitor how you're doing the exercises and so forth.
So initial visits to make sure that the exercises are going to be appropriate based on the level of pain. You can do the rest of the therapy from the comfort of your home, and there's zero cost share.
That's right.
So pretty much why not?
That's right. Yeah.
No more missed physical therapy visit prescriptions.
That's right. Once they log in, they go through a series of onboarding questions, just like you would in a clinical setting. And then based on that, they can begin their exercise therapy program or meet with a PT and continue. But what they will experience within that platform is they will select what part of the body they're there to work on. Are they there for pain? Maybe they're there to prevent pain. We have a variety of prevention programs. We call them occupational injury prevention programs, and they're mapped to virtually every job type. So if you're a teacher on your feet all day, if maybe you're working in the cafeteria, if you're a bus driver, we have all of those types of occupational injury prevention programs. And what those are intended to do is really to help people understand the wear and tear on their body and how to reduce repetitive strain injuries. Our medical director has a really nice analogy. He says, if we're a professional athlete, we train our bodies every day. They train for what the job is. And then we are all expected to go out into the world, stand on our feet, drive a truck, sit at a desk, and expect that we're not going to have wear and tear on our bodies. We do. And so that's what SimpleTherapy is there for, to address any pain that comes from our jobs, from just the wear and tear of everyday life, especially as we age.
Especially when we age.
Yep.
So, and from our hobbies too.
That's right.
So
to that end, we do have a lot of maintenance programs as well. So we have our prevention programs, we have pain management programs for 18 different body parts head to toe, and then we have our maintenance programs. Maintenance programs are intended to allow people to train their bodies or to even keep them healthy and prevent re-injury after they've mitigated their pain through a pain management program. Those are mapped to a variety of different activities, whether you want to weight train, maybe you're a new mom, maybe you like to cycle. We also have golf and even pickleball.
As a cyclist, I can tell you I need a lot of help. I think I'll be downloading the app as soon as we're done with this.
We're here for you.
Yeah, hopefully so. I need a lot of work.
One of the other programs we offer is prehab and rehab programs. So you can actually prepare for surgery from home and recover from surgery from home. This is really important for people who live in rural areas. We've heard success stories from people who live far up in Northern California who don't have a PT's office very close to their house. So for them to prepare for surgery, and we know that if you prepare for surgery, the results of your surgery are going to be much better. Those outcomes are going to be much better. And so if you live where there's not a PT's office and you have to drive 2 hours to get there, and then an hour for your PT visit and 2 hours back, and maybe you can't drive because you're in pain, so somebody else has to take off of work and take you, we really can start to understand why some people don't utilize their PT prescriptions. And so to be able to give people access to get the help they need from professionals, licensed professional PTs, in the comfort of their own home to prepare for surgery or recover from surgery is pretty significant value. We also have a variety of condition-specific programs. So those are things like breath work programs to ground your body before you do the exercises. We have programs specifically for osteoarthritis and even for pelvic health. Pelvic health is a big one today. As you typically see it geared more toward women's health, but as our director of MSK program says, anybody with a pelvis can benefit. And essentially, that is working through programs around bowel and bladder disorders, new parents, pelvic pain, and so forth. Typically, if you want to even go get those services in person, you will have to wait, as it's hard to find a certified pelvic health specialist PT. And so to be able to bring these services to CVT members in a timely and accessible fashion is really significant.
Zero cost share for all of that too?
Zero cost share for all of it.
Amazing. Amazing. What a great resource.
One of the great resources within the app itself is that you can interact with your physical therapist virtually as often as you like. So if you want to perform all of your exercises and do your physical therapy from home directly with that physical therapist, you can do that.
You can select a specific PT.
Yep, and it will always be the same one.
Fantastic.
Yep.
That's probably very comforting to the folks going through the program.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, some people never need to see a physical therapist. They simply follow the guided instructions. And if they don't, that's great. But there is still a PT in the background monitoring your care and watching how you work your way through the program.
Can it help my golf game?
It can help your golf game. Absolutely.
Anything else? This is all good. It's a lot of stuff I didn't know.
Yeah, things that we do that aren't related, but we do occupational health, and we have. So what we do virtual assessments of people, like movement assessments, and so members simply set up their camera. They can do
Like a gait analysis?
movement. We're getting into gait analysis, yeah, but they can do a movement assessment using our computer vision that their PT then reviews. So before their visit, they know exactly what your abilities and inabilities are.
A lot of technology.
Yeah. In fact, we are one of the only companies in the world that has the capability to convert two-dimensional video that comes from any video source, but specifically, for instance, an iPhone, into 3D video using AI.
It's a little scary.
Yeah. We have this component that we call a flashlight, and essentially you pull up the app and you scan a worker doing a task, and it'll show you red, yellow, or green based on their risk profile. And then we can actually use that to predict what musculoskeletal disorder you will have in the future if we don't intervene.
It's like having a crystal ball looking into the future.
That's right.
Okay.
Yeah, we use it for a lot of large multinational companies, Fortune 500 companies, and it's even used in professional sports.
So Jeremy, if you had to leave our viewers with one thought about SimpleTherapy, what would it be?
The fact that you can now relieve any type of pain from your own home. So ease of access, ease of use, and always have a PT watching over you.
Fantastic. Well, Jeremy, thanks for sharing all the useful information about SimpleTherapy. For CVT members who want to learn more about SimpleTherapy, visit cvtrust.org/smartcare. You'll find links to useful information as well as links to the SimpleTherapy website. Make sure to catch us on our next episode where we'll talk a little bit more about the SmartCare program. Thank you.